Judgment is a conviction, Suda would have to forfeit his office, but if it is an acquittal, Suda would be reinstated in office and would receive all back pay.
Montana Governor Steve Bullock is approaching the second half of his final term in office.
With the 2018 midterm elections and the next legislature on the horizon, MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison sat down with the governor this week to ask what he has in mind for his home stretch.
As Governor Bullock begins 2018, his administration is enacting $76 million in budget cuts approved by the legislature last November in response to a shortfall of state tax revenue. We asked the governor if the state needs more revenue, and if so, where to get it. Bullock says yes to more revenue, but had no specifics for what he's working on or may propose to the legislature next year.
So we'll be looking at both some of the smaller piecemeal and other things that we ought to be doing going forward. As far as what it will include, that this will be a process that we'll be looking at over the upcoming months going into the 19 legislative session, but sort of all the specific pieces of it, now we don't have that ironed out.
Another big agenda item for Bullock is Medicaid expansion, which now covers 91,000 low-income adults in Montana with mostly free government-funded health care. It's up for renewal next year, and many Republicans who control the legislature are asking how the state will pay its share of the cost going forward. Bullock says the state absolutely should continue the program, but again, no specifics on how.
At this point, I'm hopeful that folks can come together and say that what a difference it's made for Montana. It's just like it's made a difference in 32 states around the country. What a difference it's made for those that used to not have any health care.
On the economy, the governor says Montana is doing well on his watch and that he'll continue to emphasize workforce training programs and education to fill jobs in demand. As for the state budget, Bullock regrets having to make these new cuts, but says the GOP legislature pretty much tied his hands on what he could do by putting the cuts into law during the special session.
It has been a bit frustrating for me at times, certainly, because people's lives are impacted. People's lives are certainly impacted by when the legislature doesn't provide the base funding for the services that Montanans expect.
We also asked the governor about his political future, including the talk among some that he's considering a run for president in 2020.
2020 is a long way away. I have a big job and I'm enjoying governing each and every day. A year into my second term and I'm not figuring out what I'm going to be doing once I'm done with this job.
So, at least on some things, we know what the governor wants. But as to how he's going to get there, on that part, he's not really telling us yet. Mike Dennison.